Please welcome to the stage Results for America Executive Vice President and Chief Impact Officer, Lisa Morrison Butler.
Good afternoon. First of all, thank you, Cecilia. Let's give another round of applause to our panel. Before joining the team at Results for America, I had the privilege of serving 2 mayors during my tenure as Commissioner of the Chicago Department of Family and Support Services. Our team was responsible for a $750 million annual budget and multiple issues, including early childhood, domestic violence, workforce, vulnerable seniors, vulnerable youth, and even direct services. When I stepped into the role, I was excited, not only about the size and scale of the department, although I truly enjoyed both, but more so because I recognized that I had considerable influence. I was not a governor or a mayor, but I knew I could leverage my authority to make the department I ran even better than it was when I was appointed. And I didn't need permission to do that. Deciding to put a stake in the ground, deciding that we could do better and be better, that was something that was entirely up to me. That's true of the millions of change makers in government that Michelle mentioned earlier. There are untold numbers of people, just like me and you, eager to make things better on their team, in their division, in their department, who will help drive this transformation of governments and how they deliver for their residents. I learned a few lessons from my experience in Chicago. 1, you need your team to buy into the idea of doing things differently. I was a political appointee. The people in my department had been there for years before I got there, and they all knew they would be there long after I was gone. Their buy-in, their skills, their expertise were essential, and I needed to convince them to go on this journey with me. Successful change is not a top-down process. 2, you cannot do this work alone. You need partners. In Chicago, we started with local players like the Civic Consulting Alliance and the University of Chicago's Urban Labs. And then we continued on with the Harvard Government Performance Lab. We sought out and partnered with organizations that could provide the expertise that my team and I needed in order to make the shift toward results-driven decision-making. 3, you need courage and perseverance. Change is hard. Culture change is really hard. And culture change in government, well, that's like the person riding the elephant. You may think that because you're on top of the elephant that you have the power, but if the elephant doesn't want to move, all bets are off. 4, this work may and probably will take longer than your tenure. In a way, you are like a cathedral builder. It used to take several generations and thousands of laborers to build a great cathedral. Many people would work knowing that they would never see the cathedral's completion. We all have the opportunity in our collective work of changing and improving government to contribute to the creation of something great, something bigger than ourselves. So lay the groundwork, but be prepared to teach and empower others so that they can keep the work going long after you are gone. And 5, learn from the work of others. Shorten your learning curve by studying the successes as well as the mistakes of other people and share your own. This isn't about who gets credit. This is about how quickly can we work together to change government so that it works for people. The key is to embrace evidence-based, data-driven ideas. Ideas that can be started today and then expanded, like those grand cathedrals, in the years and decades to come. And we'll start now by hearing ideas to transform the future of work by creating higher quality jobs that are accessible to all residents. I'm excited to welcome our next panelists and speakers to the stage. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to the next panelist and the moderator of this discussion, the Executive Director of the Families and Workers Fund, Rachel Korberg.